In the heart of the Kingdom of Mawanga, nestled between rolling hills and a mighty river, two ambitious leaders vied for the throne. The Crocodile, known as Chifu Bakari, was cunning and calculating, a master of political maneuvering. The lion, Chief Abena, was bold and charismatic, loved by the people for her fearless stance against injustice. Mawanga was a land rich in gold, fertile soil, and ancient traditions. However, its people were divided by tribal allegiances, with some supporting Bakari, the guardian of the river tribes, and others standing with Abena, the champion of the hill clans. When the aging king passed away, leaving no heir, the kingdom held its first democratic election. Bakari promised wealth and progress, claiming that foreign investors would transform Mawanga into a modern paradise. He brought merchants from distant lands to showcase their riches, convincing many that his vision was the future. Abena, on the other hand, called for unity and self-reliance. She reminded the people of their ancestors' strength, warning against selling their land to outsiders. Her speeches were fiery, her presence magnetic, and her connection to the people unshakable. As the election drew near, Bakari grew desperate. He knew his promises were hollow, for the foreign investors demanded control over Mawanga's resources in return for their support. Determined to win at any cost, he hatched a plan. He sent spies into Abena's camp, spreading rumors that she was secretly negotiating with neighboring kingdoms to divide Mawanga. These lies sowed seeds of doubt among her followers. Meanwhile, Bakari's men tampered with the voting system, ensuring that the river tribes cast more ballots than the population could justify. On election day, Bakari was declared the winner. The river tribes celebrated, while the hill clans mourned. Abena, suspecting foul play, called for a council of elders to investigate, but Bakari, now king, dissolved the council and declared her a traitor. Fearing for her life, Abena fled to the hills, where she organized a resistance movement. She called her followers the Pride, symbolizing their courage and loyalty. Over time, her forces grew, as even some of Bakari's supporters turned against him when his foreign allies began exploiting the kingdom's wealth. For years, Mawanga was torn apart by conflict. Villages were burned, families displaced, and the once thriving kingdom fell into despair. But Abena never gave up. She sent emissaries to neighboring lands, seeking alliances. She held secret meetings with elders, rekindling the people's faith in their traditions. One fateful day, Abena and her pride launched a decisive attack on the capital. The battle was fierce, but her forces overwhelmed Bakari's guards. As she confronted him in the royal palace, he pleaded for mercy. "You betrayed our people," Abena said, her voice steady. "You sold our land for power, and now look at what remains. The people deserve justice." Abena tilted her spear downward, her voice steady. "Justice must be served, but vengeance will not rebuild Mawanga." She ordered Bakari captured alive and summoned a council of elders, tribal leaders, and respected citizens to deliberate his fate. Standing before the assembly, Abena addressed the nation. "This is not about one man. It is about the future of Mawanga. We must choose unity over division, and justice over chaos." The council, after careful debate, stripped Bakari of all power and sentenced him to exile. Abena, now chosen as leader by consensus, initiated sweeping reforms to unite the fractured kingdom. She invited both river tribes and hill clans to participate in drafting a new constitution, one that emphasized shared governance, equal rights, and protections against corruption. Mawanga will no longer be ruled by fear or greed, Abena declared in her first address as leader. It will be guided by the will of its people. Her vision transformed the kingdom, forging a legacy where power was no longer concentrated in the throne, but shared among the people. The lion's roar echoed in every village, a reminder that strength lies in unity and justice.
Subscribe to my channel.